Hi, my name is Olivia Jackson. I'm a senior here at Thomas More University. I'm a biology major with a pre-dental track, and I do plan on becoming a dentist. First, I wanted to go into biology. I knew that as soon as I came to Thomas More because I was always interested in STEM, so like the sciences, the technology. And then I couldn't decide between pre-dental or pre-medical, but I actually have an aunt in South Carolina that works as a dentist, and she let me go to her practice, and I got to shadow her for a couple of months, and I really enjoyed what she did. And she told me that basically, like, if I really enjoyed that, then I should either go into dental hygienist or actually be a dentist. And Thomas More mentioned that they actually had a pretty good reputation with like UK dentistry school, and we have a couple of alumni that go there. So I figured that Thomas More would be like the perfect place to go into pre-dentistry. So first we had to take a general chemistry class, 2 semesters of that, as well as a general biology class my freshman year. And then you move up to organic chemistry, and then like some higher upper level electives for biology like evolution. We have to do a senior seminar. We have to do molecular genetics. That was a tough one. And right now I'm in biochemistry, and now I am also in animal behavior. So I'm almost done with all of my electives, but those are just a few of the classes that I had to take. Definitely my favorite class was evolution. I'm not really sure why, but evolution is really, I think the professor did a fantastic job teaching it. And then the concepts were just really interesting to me. I had always been interested in that, and we kind of like delve into like the more basic subunits of it. So that was just a really interesting class. Definitely my favorite so far. The hardest class, definitely organic chemistry. That was tough. I know a couple of us struggled. And I think a big part of it was just that was like the COVID year. We just had a hard time with like the online learning versus the in-person learning. But Dr. Esterline did a really good job making sure that we understood, and he checked in with us every Friday to make sure that we knew what we were doing that week. Definitely the thing I love most about Thomas More is the family environment that surrounds it. Like you can just walk around campus and everybody will say hi to you. The professors treat you like you're equal with them. Like they'll talk to you before or after classes if you ever need help. President Chillo, for example, like he always says hi to every student that he passes by. The coaches here are very nice, the directors, just great people. All the students are super accommodating, and that's just it. It just feels like a family here. So I play softball here at Thomas More, and it actually made all the difference. That's where all of my best friends came to me. Most of my friends are juniors or a couple of sophomores, and they are just the nicest people. They're the people that I hang around with the most. They really made my college experience so much better. I couldn't imagine not coming here and being friends with them. I am involved in a couple of biology clubs. We have the Tri-Beta, we have just the regular biology club, we have the Blue and Green, and then I'm also part of the James Graham Brown Honors Scholarship, which we get together at least like once a month, and I also take an honor seminar for that, which is just a different topic every year that the students are interested. And we're kind of like a really close-knit group for just being a scholarship. It's kind of like a family environment. So I'm also starting to do some volunteer work, so shadowing at more dentistry places, and I plan on getting around like 100 hours of volunteer experience to be competitive for applying to dentistry schools. So I plan on taking the DAT this summer, and then I should be getting some interviews this time next year. And then I plan on either going to UK College of Dentistry or U of L College of Dentistry. And then eventually, in about 5 years, I should be about ready to graduate from dentistry school and then going into my practice as a dentist. So I live with my mom and my dad, and then my little brother, he's 14 and he goes to Boone County High School. And then my older sister went to U of L, but now she teaches in the Jefferson County public school system as a 5th grade teacher. My dad was really pivotal in me playing softball. It was basically our favorite thing. Like our relationship grew with softball. Like that's what we bonded over most. We're just extremely close because of that. Like traveling every single weekend, multiple times a week for practices, just doing that for 10 years as I grew up. So he's definitely my biggest inspiration. He's my role model. So the biggest challenge I would say would just be growing up like as an African-American female and being around kind of a more like non-diverse like community. So just having to kind of adjust myself to like the culture that like other people have versus what I had. Like since my mom's Black and my dad's white, my mom's culture is a lot different than a lot of my friends, and just having to get used to being around like other people that just didn't grow up how I grew up. So I think the interesting thing is that like in high school, it felt like more that I had to adjust to how other people were. But like since I've got to Thomas More, especially like the friend group that I have right now, like they're more interested in learning like how I grew up and like my culture, which I love. Like instead of having to fit in with them, they kind of like want to learn more about me and how I grew up and really understand that. And I love that about them. So 14-year-old me, I guess I'm a freshman in high school, I would definitely tell me to just keep up with my work, especially since now that I know that I am a STEM major, to definitely take more biology classes, more chemistry classes, try to get into those higher upper level classes, the APs, just because those are so helpful. Like, and they'll tell you that in high school, like you want to take these if you plan on going to college because these are college courses. Some of them counted towards my college credit, so I got to save on some credits when I came here. So I would definitely tell 14-year-old me to keep up with that, but make sure that I'm also, having fun and that this is definitely the career that I want to go into. Thank you for listening to my story and hearing about my experience at Thomas More. Don't be afraid to go into the sciences. I love being a STEM major and especially biology, pre-dentistry major. If you have any more questions, definitely talk to your teacher about it.